weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense up to the line fast. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Full extension, and he brings it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backward.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here we go, Shaq.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Has the connection to right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. Stiff arm success. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Another carry for him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They motion a receiver left. 2nd and 10 now. Dumps it off to his running back. Still has some space inside the 35. Keeps himself upright. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills parlay the interception into points. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Allen, the motion man left. 2nd and 15. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They motion the tight end over. Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Caught by his back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Simple dive up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his right. And that heater is going to fall to the turf. No look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Setting up a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Browns get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Kick taken in here at the 17. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They send a receiver in motion right. To the air, 3rd and long. Dump off caught by his back. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Escapes a defender. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
The best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll come up 1st and 10. right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Touchdown, Buffalo! Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills bump the lead up to 13 points. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jackson. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. It's the Browns looking at 2nd and 3. Handoff now from the gun. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Setting up the screen. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Cleveland. 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Catch is made in close. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Browns get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Allen, the motion man left. Pass play on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, it's an interception! And the Browns have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Getting right back to it after that interception. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting... Second half, we've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, Shaq.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flat. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Go.
Pass play coming here. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Motion man sent left. Pass play to call on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4. Trying to push this past the marker. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Go!
He's gonna throw this one. Escapes the pocket. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Awareness. You've got to be aware.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one's marked as a 38-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they pick him off again! Have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Here we go, here we go!
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring out 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it. but unfortunately no connection to be made.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Escapes out to the left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Third down from the gun. This finds Carter complete. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run for this. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
They'll come up first and 10. They'll throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. At the 20. And the Bills get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills make it a 3-score game in the fourth. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extending their lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. And the Bills take possession of the football.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the well again. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They give it to him again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there.
The running back.
Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short, and it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Set up.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. This one will be intercepted. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. and the kick is good. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. I think the Browns got that one back. They did! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag.
Set, go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
The give here on second. And this one doesn't go far. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 35. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Broncos enjoying seeing both of these offenses.